to my channel. I think it's been like almost 1 year since we last played this game. Since I last update this game on what's going on my character and etc. The current version is 0.8.8 where the developer has made several updates on the story of the royal court, the relatives, the political career storylines, and etc. Anyway, in this game, I have played for 54 years and with the level of 32. So although I didn't record the gameplay that I've done, but there's still progress to which I would like to share you guys. The main episode, the main idea for today video is more into the building that I've made, the design of the farm and etc. And yeah, anyway, let's start it. It's more into blabbering of the game actually. Okay, now we are at Changsa Province, but I don't want to talk about this province yet. I'm going to show you guys to the royal capital first, which is this one. Okay, so my relationship with the emperor, with the royal family is very good at the moment, with the relationship of 100% because I have my clan member married into the royal house and she become an empress due some, trick behind the scene and usual palace drama, which I'm not going to share. So yeah, allow me to show you guys this one first. The royal family which married to the royal house. The clan member which married to the royal house. So we have Yao, which is the current empress, and there is the crown princess of Ancheng, or you can say Gu Yinzi. Okay, and the feudal prince, the child of Sanaya and Ancheng. And this is the prince consort and marry him off to a princess, as well as and then I have this is the imperial consort of the current emperor, the child of the current emperor and the imperial consort, but she's not doted. She's not doted by the emperor due to the their marriage is not happy. You can see there is a -42 in the marriage, so she's not happy at all. And the empress marriage is 86. At first it's 100, but because I asked her to blow to pillow whisper to the emperor, that's why her marriage become down a little bit to 70ish, and now it's 86, which is a great progress. Which we can see the emperor doted on the empress more. But the empress actually, before marrying into the current emperor, she is a concubine of another royal prince, which he died, and I married her off to the current emperor. So this child here is the child of the Yao and the royalty led member. So he's not the current prince, not the child of Taihuku, the current emperor, and the empress. As I say, it's the usual palace drama ongoing. Okay, now we move to the next step of the royal court. Royal court now mostly is handled by my royal and by my clan member, where the important, of course, is the chancellor, the grand minister, the imperial censor, and I think the most important is still the war minister and the revenue minister. These two is quite important, the revenue and the war minister here. Why? Because if you want to embezzle, you want to embezzle the treasury of the royal family, then you need to have the revenue minister to assess this debt. See, you can allocate funds to the province that you own, which you handle by yourself, and you can embezzle from there, and they cannot track. Although they can track, because my clan member is the justice minister as well, they cannot give me any punishment because I can just, it's not a big deal, like this. So it's a trick in the royal court, which is a very important trick if you want to have, most control before you become the royal court, the current royal court. When you're not in charge of the royal court. How do you say? The royal family. Okay, sorry. I like blabbering. Okay, now we move to the commander. Commander right now is also, I have 3 commander where I need to have 7 commander in order to abdicate this emperor, which is still a long way to go, but most of my clan member is good at, might. They have a great talent for might rather than writing and anything else. So yeah, I think it's a good chance to, get the emperor, to become the emperor by myself. Okay, next we go for the map first. Now we're going to move to the farm area. My first farm, if I'm not remember wrong, is Lan Cun, and then I have Lu Ting and Zhuang. Tao Zhai, I think is a later stage 1, so yeah, and there's a Bai He. So now we're going to the Lan Cun first. To share you guys the things that I've done on my farm. There's not much different on the first update, I think, but this is the farm. Yes, this is the first farm that I owned, where I bought from the clan member of, I forgot his name, I think it's Lin clan member. So yeah, this is the first farm. So this farm is mostly mix of everything. So it's like mix of fruits, mix of livestock and cotton, tea, etc. and some workshop. Once you reach the peasants of 20, you have 20 peasants, then you can hire a manager to manage your farm, where sometimes they like to, not honest at all, but they just takes 1 or 2 staff, so it's okay. Anyway, now I adjust ratio on all my farm. I think it's the most efficient if you want to have a dedicated farm for something. This is the most efficient way to do it, and because this one is the mix of livestock and planting vegetables, rice field, etc., and some manufacturing, so it's 40, 40 and 20. But because the manufacturing is not much, so yeah, 20% is enough to manage this current farm. Okay, now we move to, now we at Lan Cun, we move to Lu Ting. I think Lu Ting is more into the fruit area. Let me show you something. Oh no, I'm wrong. This is not my second farm. I think my second farm is Lu Zhuang. Yes. Discuss this one later, but not now. Okay. Okay, so Lu Zhuang is my second farm, where it all consists of vegetables. Because I just realized, in order to achieve something, you need to have some dedicated fruit, some dedicated like cotton and etc. or livestock. So this area is mostly for dried fruit production, because it's mix of every fruit that can have. I'm not going to go to the build mode because it's super lag. So yeah, So this area is also managed by a manager, and the loyalty is quite good actually. And with most of the ratio is on planters and artisans. Why? Because it's most into the fruits area and there is no livestock at all, so I don't need any herders. And I only need planters and artisan, which I think artisan is too much because I don't have a lot of dried fruit workshop. And yeah, anyway, let's continue. Now we move to my third area. Actually, my third area is Bai He. I mean my third farm, where Bai He is in Mandarin is like a wide river. He means river. This is my concept actually for this Bai He. So it's mostly for a fish livestock area where I just put some fruits for them to own or something like this, and I put some chicken coop, livestock, pig pen, and sheep because this is more into a livestock area. So this is my livestock area where the ratio is mostly into the herders and some planters and artisans. So the ratio is like 10% on the planters, 60% on the herders, and 30% on the artisan, because there's a sheep pen here and the sheep pen can produce leather. Let me show you guys something. Okay, I cannot show you guys here because I have the required stock. I mean the required livestock. So yeah, it's not a good idea to show you guys what I mean here. I will tell you guys later. No worries. Let me upload first. Okay. So this Bai He is more into the livestock or herders area, and I put some vegetable in case the farmers need to have some food as well. So I put some vegetables, some wheat, some rice field, and etc. for the farmers and for my workers here. So yeah, let's go to next one. We have go to Lu Shuang. We have also go to Lan Cun and Bai He. Now we go to Lu Ting. Lu Ting area is not very pretty actually because it's more into rice fields and cotton fields. So this is a dedicated area for cotton and rice fields. Why? Because I need rice for making wine. So there's a winery here for the rice stock. You know what I mean. So I need the rice field for making the wine. So this is the dedicated area for rice field and wine production, and the cotton is for making the burlap. So there's a weaving workshop here where it requires cotton for making the burlap. That's why this is a dedicated area only for cotton and rice, the weaving workshop, and the winery. So this is the dedicated area, and I put it's actually fish pond, but because in farm there's no decoration at all, only productive for water. For ponds. So there's ocean fish for them. Okay, so this is the area for winery and weaving workshop. Now we move to the next area, which is Tao Zhai. So for Tao Zhai is also a dedicated area for fruits, but it's not for most of the fruit. It's not a mix of every fruit. It's a dedicated fruit area for mulberry. And then mostly it's mulberry. And also put some trees here because if everything is mulberry, it's not good idea. So also mix of some tree. but it's a dedicated area for mulberry tree because mulberry tree is needed for making brocade workshop. I mean for making silk or muslin. So I need the mulberry tree for making the muslin stuff. Okay. So this is the dedicated area for muslin. I mean for the brocade workshop or producing silk and mulberry tree. But it's still some are still not attended because I just hired the manager to manage the things and there's still a lot of things to do. It's my new farm. So yeah. So this is Tao Zhai. Tao Zhai is more into mulberry tree and the brocade workshop for making silk. Now we move to Tao Zhuang, I think. Tao Zhuang is still an empty farm, but I'm going to expand my meaning about the dedicated area. For example, if I want to build a brocade workshop, it's not available because I don't have enough mulberry tree. And if I want to build a tea crafting workshop, then I need tea trees. And if I build a leather workshop, then I need sheep pens. If I build winery, I need rice field. If I want to build a weaving workshop, then I need cotton field. And for the cheese workshop, I need another sheep pens. And for dried fruit, I need fruit trees. So each of these one have a dedicated dedicated trees or livestock to do it. That's why I made a dedicated farm for each of them. And for the well-stocked workshop, I still don't have any idea because I don't think this farm is suitable for making salt. That's why I still don't have any clue actually. So anyway, I don't have clue for this well-stocked workshop and these things yet. So I just leave it be. So now we move to, I don't know if we have go here. Yep, we have go here. Okay. So now we go to the Shuang. For this farm area Shuang, I'm using the template of I'm using the blueprint of this one. That's why I don't think there's a lot of things to say here because it's a blueprint of the game. But for the rest of the farm they've made over here is my own inspiration. If you guys would like to have the blueprint, just let me know. I will share it to you via WeTransfer, I think. Okay, next one, we're going for the cemetery. So the cemetery actually there's nothing to see because it's a mix of everything. At first, I thought the cemetery is for my peasants, for my villagers, etc. That's why I make a lot of this humble tomb. But I realized it's only for my own family, my own kin. So yeah, this area is for the noble tomb, and this area is for like high tomb and the standard tomb. I don't know. I don't have inspiration yet. That's why it's look like this. Only this part looks decent, but the rest of the part is not decent at all. So yeah. So the security is very bad because it's, I don't know, just very bad. And there's the water here and there. I don't know how they're going to pass through the cemetery. No idea at all. So, oh, there's a blueprint. I just realized it. Anyway, I'm going to update this area once I have inspiration. But for the current case, I don't have any inspiration at all. So now I move to the I think we're going to move to the Changsa Province first. Changsa Province is the province that I managed, that I governed, and I also managed to do some edit here and there, some architecture, and I'm quite proud of it because it has 4 public schools with 4 different skills. So the area that I handle, that I design is mostly on this area here. This area, I don't know, I forgot. I don't know if it's my own design or it's the template. But this area here to here is my own design area. So it's looking good. Actually, I'm quite proud because it looks way much better. Because I make this area is like for wealthy family area, and this area is for like much less one, so it's like a complex house. It's a house complex for the wealthy area here, and the house complex for the less wealthy one. And I put school for every complex. So there's a public school here is for writing, and there's a public school around here. I think I put something here. Yes, around here is for art. And there is a public school here is for might, and the public school over here is for business. Because there's only 4 skills, so I put 4 school here for my citizens. And there's still some part that's not yet developed. I don't have any clue. Don't have any inspiration. So yeah, let's see. So this is the province that I governed, with the economy of 5364 and prosperity of 465, and there's still some discontent because I just how do you say, for the military stuff, how do you say it? Let me go to the map. I forgot because it's been a while since I played this game. Recruits. So because recently I just recruit the armies, so there are some discontent. So yeah. Now we move to the Ancheng. I got this Fief due to I conquered the Changsa Province. I conquered, like this. I conquered the Nan Province. Then later on, perhaps I can get another Fief. I don't know. So yeah. So we go to Ancheng. Ancheng is the fief that I governed, that I owned, and can receive the tax revenue every month. So I have troops, and my maximum troop is 4,000, because I have here for 800 and for 3,200, so it's my private troops. And what's the use of these private troops? It's more into like you want to annihilate another clan, you want to defend your own clan, and etc. Then you need your own private troops. For example, I can annihilate a clan over here. For example, this is just to give an example where I can loot the estate or annihilate the family. Then I need to deploy my own private troops, not the royal troops, but my own private troops. Okay. So here I have a lot of hill. I need hill for mining. So you can seek refuges or explore mines where you need a hill. That's why I didn't deflate the hill, because it's very useful for mining. Okay. And this one last time, this is the Shuang too. So this one is the farm within my fief. And this is the citizens on farm area where I can dig the lake or plant the forest or build a farm or establish camp or etc. But if I do that, then my farm area is decreasing into what? Still 2, but it's managed by me. So I don't know. I'm still confused. And then for the forest, I'm not going to clear because I can still hunt the forest with my my young clan member to increase the might. So it's a very good area actually. Okay, so this is the fief that I owned. Nothing important actually. And let me show you the strength. So you can appoint your retainer for craft and to increase your advanced weapon equipment and basic weapon equipment. And yeah, there's nothing important here, I think. Oh, let me show you something. Just now I taught you guys about the hunt. For example, I put my clan member to the hunt, then they can give me something. They can increase their might. They can also give me something like the tiger pelt, the deer pelt, and fox pelt. This. Okay, now we move to my household. I have 2 households. This household is I built using template, so there's nothing to see. But I have another household is managed by my own original inspiration since beginning. But this inspiration still cannot achieve because I don't know, still the land is too big, so I don't know how to design it. Okay, so this is my own household that I designed by myself. I think there's nothing changed in between this one and my last update. I don't know, I forgot actually, sorry. So this area is dedicated for the barn, for the school, for the might school is over here, and the library, so it's mostly the school area and the barn area. And then once they move to here, if there's a visitors, they can see our school area first before going inside the courthouse. This is my original area on what's going on. So if there's a visitor, they walk over here and go here. This a middle point is like a visitor area, but now it's still like my main clan member area because I haven't moved it. So there are like a party pavilion and a stage area. So it's for like a center area for the visitors and for worshipping. So this is the center area, but it's still mix of everything. I haven't had the chance to move it around. And this is the shrine. So I have the ancestor shrine and the warrior shrine and the scholar shrine. I just realized this shrine is very important because it can match the inspiration to increase my attributes on my clan member. So if my clan member have an attribute for writing, the writing skill is increased much better than don't have the shrine, which I realized it late. So yeah. Anyway, so I put this area is actually for the elder clan member. Like the clan elder. So it's the dedicated area for the clan and elder and his family. But I realized one one man suit can occupy a lot of families. So I don't know if it is necessary to have all the houses here and there in this region, but for beautify I think yes, but for the use I don't know. So this is the family which occupied by my clan member here, and the child and etc. So yeah. So this part actually for my other clan member, but don't have inspiration. And this one is my warehouse area, so it's a dedicated place for my warehouse. So yeah, I think those are the updates that I want to share with you guys. There's nothing important, but if you guys like to have the blueprint, just let me know. I'll try to export the layout data. Okay, so that's all for today's episode. Thank you for listening to my blabbering, and thank you for watching this video. And see you later in the next gameplay of another game, or perhaps this game, I don't know. But I don't think there's anything I can do. I can record on this game because if I go to the build mode, it's super lag. So I don't think I can record any time lapse for build mode. So yeah. Anyway, those are the updates I'd like to share with you guys. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.